Frostbite, the silent enemy that has crippled more soldiers than bullets. In World War II's winter campaigns, armies were halted not by gunfire, but by the relentless cold. During the Battle of the Bulge, over 15,000 American soldiers were sidelined by cold injuries, without a shot fired. Soldiers' feet, trapped in damp, freezing boots, became their greatest liability. This was a universal threat, haunting every soldier from the Ardennes to the Eastern Front. Stories abound of men finding their socks frozen to their skin, toes blackened, and mobility lost. Frostbite didn't just cause pain, it led to amputations, gangrene, and defeat. The standard-issue leather boots soaked up moisture, froze solid, and cut off circulation. Keeping feet dry was nearly impossible in those conditions. The cold was as deadly as any enemy. The Soviets learned this the hard way in the Winter War, suffering catastrophic frostbite losses. The lesson? Survival in winter depends as much on keeping warm as on firepower. Before we reveal the forgotten technique that saved lives, I need your help. If you value this knowledge, hit like, share and subscribe. Join our community of prepared individuals. Your engagement helps us bring more life-saving skills to light. Your comments and shares could teach someone a new trick or reach someone who needs it most. This isn't just about watching, it's about building a tribe of self-reliant people. Whether you're planning a winter adventure or just want to be ready for a blizzard, these skills are your insurance. Every like and subscription fuels our mission to empower you. Thank you for being here and for your commitment to preparedness. Now, let's break down why even the best winter boots can fail you. Understanding the why is the first step to mastering the how. You've invested in top-tier boots, Gore-Tex, high-tech insulation, aggressive treads, but even the best boots can betray you, and the culprit is moisture. Your feet sweat a lot. In cold weather, that sweat becomes your worst enemy. Waterproof membranes, like Gore-Tex, are great in theory, but in freezing temps, they trap moisture inside. The result? Your insulation gets wet, and wet insulation loses its power to keep you warm. Water conducts heat away from your body 25 times faster than air. Once your socks and insulation are damp, your feet chill rapidly, no matter how expensive your boots. This is the paradox. The very insulation meant to protect you can freeze you when wet. Soldiers in WW2 face this, and we still do today. The solution isn't a better boot, it's a smarter system. To defeat frostbite, you must understand it. Frostbite is the freezing of your body's tissues, most often in fingers, toes, nose and ears. When your core temperature drops, your body sacrifices extremities to protect vital organs. Blood flow to your feet is reduced, leaving them vulnerable to the cold. As toes cool, ice crystals form inside cells, puncturing membranes and causing irreversible damage. The first stage, frostnip, brings numbness and pale skin. Continued exposure leads to deeper freezing, blood clots and tissue death, eventually turning skin black. The danger, you may not feel it happening as the cold numbs your nerves. That's why prevention is critical. Understanding this process is the first step to protecting yourself. The right technique can mean the difference between safety and disaster. Let's look at the solution. How did soldiers fight back against frostbite without high-tech gear? Ingenuity. Enter the vapor barrier liner, a simple, counterintuitive solution. Instead of letting sweat soak your insulation, you trap it next to your skin with a waterproof layer. Soldiers would wear a thin liner sock, then a waterproof layer, anything from grease cloth to a bread bag, then thick wool socks outside. This creates a warm, humid microclimate around your foot. Your insulation stays dry and effective, even if your skin feels clammy. Dry insulation means warm feet, no matter how cold it gets. The vapor barrier liner tackles the problem at its source. It's a low-tech hack based on solid thermal physics. The vapor barrier was crucial in the Winter War of 1939–40. Finnish soldiers, outnumbered by the Soviets, mastered winter survival. They improvised moisture barriers, newspaper, greased rags, birch bark, between thin and thick socks. This kept their insulation dry and their feet warm, even in brutal cold. Finnish ski troops could operate for hours, while Soviet soldiers froze. The result, a massive tactical advantage and fewer frostbite casualties. Soviet medical reports detail tens of thousands of frostbite cases. The Finns proved that knowledge and technique can outmatch brute force. The vapor barrier was their secret weapon. Other armies learned these lessons the hard way. On the Eastern Front, German soldiers' leather boots froze solid, causing an epidemic of frostbite. Desperate, they copied Russian techniques, felt boots, foot wraps, and improvised vapor barriers. Americans in Italy and the Ardennes faced similar problems. The smartest improvised with waxed paper liners. Eventually, the US military developed the Mickey Mouse boot, a boot with a built-in vapor barrier. 2 layers of rubber and thick insulation kept sweat away from the insulation. The principle, keep insulation dry and your feet stay warm. The military-industrial complex just refined what desperate soldiers had already discovered. The bread bag trick became official gear. You don't need military gear to use this life-saving technique. Make your own vapor barrier system with items you already have. Here's how. Start with a thin liner sock, synthetic or thin wool, never cotton. Next, pull a plastic bag, bread, grocery or vegetable bag, over your socked foot. Make sure it covers above your boot line to prevent leaks. Then put on a thick wool sock over the bag. Smooth out wrinkles to avoid blisters. Slide your foot into your boot, snug, not tight. Your foot will feel clammy, but your insulation stays dry and your feet stay warm. At day's end, your outer socks and boots will be dry. Just change your damp liner sock. This simple trick outperforms expensive boots alone. It's cheap, easy, and could save your toes. Try it on your next cold weather outing. You now hold a piece of survival wisdom forged in history's harshest winters. The vapor barrier liner is more than a trick. It's a testament to human ingenuity. Practice it, master it, and share it. Try it on your next cold walk and feel the difference. Prepare a small kit. Thin socks and a couple of bread bags in your car or backpack. Share this knowledge with friends, family, and your outdoor community. A simple tip could prevent a serious injury. This is what our community is about, spreading powerful lessons far and wide. Subscribe for more survival secrets, from fire starting to navigation. Thank you for learning and being ready to act. Stay safe and never stop exploring.